Hi there. I wanted to talk a little bit about what our Sovereign Circle membership brings you as an individual if you are thinking about joining. It initially started as a year ago now, actually over a year ago now. Initially started as just a weekly membership of just readings to see what's coming up for you. It started as a 3 card every Sunday for an individual. And then it just grew and grew from there. It snowballed very quickly and then became collective members. And then with each collective membership group, it was all about a different path that everybody was following, because I was very aware that each group, they were all following a very similar path, very similar frequency, and of the obstacles that they were overcoming, which was very much reflected within shadow work. Now, if you don't know much about shadow work is basically the part of you that dictates your fears, your threats, and your traumas in life. And this can help play roles in your life about the partnerships that you choose, the jobs that you turn up for, how you allow people to treat you, friendships, repeating cycles, and also addiction as well plays a huge role in all of the shadow work. You know, why we choose these things, because it's based on a part of us that either feels ashamed or has been put down by society, or you felt the odd one out in your family. Any of those things, shadow work helps us to look into those parts of ourselves and give it love and integrate the light and the dark. And it's not necessarily the dark, it's just the part of us that we forgot to love. It all starts back, really, if you talk about, like, if we were to go back to religion, the shame that we place upon ourselves. And the reason why I'm reflecting upon religion and certain interpretations of how things have been given to us, you don't see cavemen ghosts anywhere, do you? You don't see any ghosts of before time, before religion was brought in. Now, I'm not here to make like any kind of debate around religion, but what I will say is, because a lot of people used to look at religion as in terms of, I'm a God-fearing person. Now, you should never fear your God. Our God, our universe, our source. It should all be about universal love, unconditional compassion, and being able to learn and grow and teach each other, and without judgment, and that is what shadow work is all about. So to step away from the conversation of religion for a second, is basically just to talk about how we are programmed to live and exist and grow as individuals, without rules and constructs, culture. And let's just be in a place of forgiveness and growth. And from that is so much empowerment. So the memberships grew, and they became now our Sovereign Circle, and it became the 4 pillars. The 4 groups became 4 pillars, which is Gaia, Buddha, and also Atlantis with Flamingo. And each of them represents something different on the path, whether it's Atlantis to do with your spiritual self, past life, karmic patterns. Buddha is about self-mastery. Gaia is about your connection to self, body, mind, soul, and to the earth. And then, of course, we have Flamingo, which is how we show up in the world. It's our external self, So each week, with each pillar, we have an enrichment exercise. This week is Buddha, so we're doing some journaling this time. We're going to be talking about inner child. And this time it's not shadow work so much. This time it's light work, bringing in what we have learned, what we have grown on our path with. This is a really good, what I love about the Sovereign Circle is how it's evolved, is this is a really great space for people to feel connected, to be part of something. Even though there's no group chats or anything like that, this is all very individually based, but you have a source of connect with myself, and we can all sort of grow and communicate that way. There's the enrichment part of it, which is like the communication, recipes, meditation, you have an opportunity to comment on the video on YouTube, which is privately listed. It's not a public listed platform. And then you can integrate with other members on there if you so wish, because you'll all be able to communicate freely on the video. But if not, you keep it completely private for yourself and allow me to just send everything across on your WhatsApp personally. This is just $12.99 every 4 weeks. You also get a reading part of your collective group. This is where I use all your names in the communication. Obviously, I don't say them out loud. I just say your initial. So everybody still has complete privacy. And whatever comes through from spirit, then it's a message collectively. And if there's something that comes through, I'll say the initial. And it's a lovely way of us staying connected, traveling this path. Some people don't have the opportunity or the financial opportunities to go to counseling or use other platforms. So this is what I feel is a really important work that I do in terms of the different methods that we're using as I'm navigating shadow work and light work myself. I've been doing this for 7 years for myself, and all these things that I've had to navigate, relearn and unlearn. I'm using somatic exercises, breath work, meditation, journaling, like I do my own meditations, so I set that up, and also the readings that I do every week. If this is something that you feel will benefit you in any way, please feel free to drop me a message. I'll send you across all the information. This week we're doing falafels as well for good hormonal health, because I feel good hormones absolutely is completely essential for healing work. To be able to nourish your body and love it in a way that's natural, that's not overly expensive, but also it's not convenient either, you know, and hopefully a little bit of sense of humor in there as well. But yeah, if this is something that interests you, please drop me a line. I will be happy to send you across any of the information. I'm loving the growing community. I'm loving the messages that I get back from my members about the things that they're doing, what they're experiencing on their journey. It really feels very, very special to me. So if you feel that you could use a little bit of extra helping hand, I like to see it as Nanny McPhee. We're here for you when you need us. And if you're not, you know, then we're here anytime. So yeah, please drop me a message, and I'll be happily sending all that information across to you. Wishing you all a lovely week. And I just wanted to end on, for the most part, spiritual work, shadow work, is not waiting for when the sun comes out. It's when you're in it daily. You know, I myself right now am navigating many stress factors, lots of things that would normally trigger me. But I think this being present in this moment, doing this work, is where the growth really, truly happens. And if this relates to you in any way, we'll be happy to invite you in to our sovereign space. Have a lovely week and take care. Bye-bye.